I looked out at that naval armada, and that's the Marine next to me. I said, this isn't going to be any fight. They're going to blow that island into the ocean. Dust and smoke 200 feet in the air. You would think that, you know, and how wrong can a young 18-year-old kid be?
The Armed Forces History Museum is a non-profit charitable organization whose mission is to honorably preserve the history and memories of the military and its veterans.
I was a prisoner of war for 31 months, from January 1st, 1951 to August 11th, 1953.
The museum is dedicated to educating future generations of the sacrifices made by so many to sustain our freedom.
When you walk through here, the price of freedom is everywhere. And you will experience, you'll hear voices, you'll see things that are very, very special. And I think we as a nation need to preserve our history.
I was there 365 days. I gotta imagine 350 of those days they fired mortars into the base camp.
It has often been said that the cost of freedom is high. No one knows that more than the United States veterans who have fought to protect that freedom. They've endured unimaginable circumstances, buried their friends, and in some cases, suffered life-changing injuries.
Where my hand is, that entire piece is an acrylic plate. My entire forehead's been replaced with an acrylic plate, and I lost both my eyes.
If you ask a veteran, they'll tell you they were just doing their duty. As American citizens, it's our duty to remember and honor those who have served to protect this great nation and all it represents. Founded in 2008 by John J. Piazza Sr., the Armed Forces History Museum was created to provide visitors with a truly unique experience, unlike any other.
Over the course of about a month, I designed the entire museum. I would sit in a chair and I'd roll myself around, envisioning how I wanted people to view this museum when they came in. We built everything with my own staff, in-house, and did the whole thing in a year and a half. It was all put together.
Whether walking through a French village, the Ho Chi Minh Trail, or riding on an actual World War II era M8, visitors are completely immersed in the sights, scents, and sounds of history, creating a portal to the past.
People are blown away. From the moment they walk in our doors, they know the quality, they know how exceptional all the dioramas are. This museum is truly a jewel.
The exhibit for World War I was very impressive. You get everything from the sound of the period, the sound of machine gun fire or aircraft flying overhead, which really gives you a sense of realism that you're really there, and helps you to get into that period and understand better what you're looking at.
You know, a lot of the history that's here is equivalent to what you'll see in the Smithsonian and other museums, and that it's right here in Largo, Florida, right in our community, is wonderful.
This critically acclaimed and multi-award-winning museum has been referred to as Where the Smithsonian Meets Disney World by ABC Action News. It is filled with honor, respect, and tributes to those brave men and women who are so deserving and fought so valiantly.
We had about 3,000 prisoners in the camp, and we buried over 1,600 just the first winter alone from starvation and no medical treatment.
They had us in the beginning. They got the best of us. When them 6,800 young Marines were killed, it was in the beginning before our artillery could get set up.
I was in the machine gun turret of a Humvee, and it got hit by two 155 millimeter artillery shells that were buried in the roadside.
There was just a period of time when people didn't want to talk about the war. It hurt everybody. That's historical. That's a situation we were in that I don't know that we were ever in before. And I hope we never get into it again.
Our nation's military history is filled with honor and sacrifice. We must never forget those who have fought for our country. The Armed Forces History Museum stands as a pinnacle to ensure their memories live on.
I think one of the reasons it's important that people support this museum is because of the education factor. We should not forget what has had to happen to make this country as great as it is.
I think that we as a people have a duty to keep their memories alive and know that the sacrifices that were made to protect this wonderful nation and for future generations.
I've learned that war isn't pretty.
You can't appreciate or understand your country if you don't know where it came from, how it came about, and who helped build it.
It's important that people remember the past, and what's the expression? Otherwise, you're destined to repeat it.